Straight on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Where's my timer? To episode 13, maybe. So we're back here again. Timer's on.
Excelente.
Oh fuck, boys. Sorry, I hate to do this to you. I'm just not rolling with play button yet. So.
Are we at war with America?
Yeah.
Absolute fucking idiot.
Yes. Right,
And they are dominating me in the air. The American war machine, although not fully revved up, has forebode its isolationist policies and has finally said, Germany, you got Canada, you've beaten the Allies, now you've got to beat Big Papa. And you know what? We're certainly giving them a run for their money. We are in Detroit. We're pushing into the state of Detroit and Michigan. Sorry, the state of Michigan, I apologize. And we're pushing onto the state of New York, actually, now that I think about it. As a matter of fact, I have men running for New York now.
Oh, really?
Long Island will be ours.
What is their Air Force like over there, man? What's the
big.
deal?
It is big and it's uncontested.
It's huge.
It's big.
It's mainly scattered, and it's not too heavy at the moment because it's uncontested. But
American Navy picking off your convoys in the Atlantic.
I've got air support over Eastern Canada, fighting with theirs to try just to guarantee my landings. Yeah, they are picking convoys.
Eastern India.
Well, they know very well that Germany is back to its prime, back to its pride.
Wow. I forgot, if you have a fascist nation, your fighters you can turn them for their operation, like over whatever airspace. You can have them to perform kamikaze strikes.
I thought you needed a tech tree thing for that.
Yeah, but I think you can only get it if you're fascist.
Oh.
So, yeah, kamikaze strikes on.
Certainly.
Sure.
Why wouldn't you? Bloody beautiful it is. Got all these Romanian infantry that are not in divisions, and I don't want to. Let's make another Romanian division, led by Colonel Klink.
Colonel Klink.
Like Colonel Klink.
So Clinky boy, load him up.
Clinky boy.
This guy is the most Colonel Klink looking motherfucker you've ever seen.
We can't see him until he's in the battle here.
Yeah, no, that's alright. You don't need to see this ugly mole of a man.
Well, I want him.
Ugly mole of a man indeed.
He is a bad man.
Bad.
So we'll move it up to 2 times speed, but we are in combat over the States, so to those people that complain about us playing on low speeds, there's a reason we do it, and that's purely for the fact that it needs to be done. Now I'm pushing out of the state of Michigan with little to no resistance.
That's good. I'm liking it.
They haven't formed a line against me yet. We got them surrounded in New England. We're not far off New York.
I mean, New York, 24 unlocked slots. Oh, Jesus. Look at all those fucking
I've
factories.
just come under control of their docks, I think.
I need oil. Give me oil.
The fall of New York.
New York.
Although, after hours of street warfare, much of it reportedly against armed irregulars, German spearheads have advanced into New York City and taken control of the city. Improvised anti-tank barriers placed along 5th Avenue proved ineffective, and Panzer Grenadiers fought their way along Manhattan block by block. Fires have been raging out of control in eastern parts of the city for several days now, lighting up the skyline. The Statue of Liberty was decapitated by a stray artillery round, though which side fired it remains a matter of dispute. Another victory for the Vaterland. Fuck, that's a creepy description.
That is fucking creepy.
But we love it because we're fascists, so don't...
Yeah. Well, the Statue of Liberty has fallen.
Back it. I'm liking it. Alright, Tibet. So everybody say goodbye to the Grand Wizard of Tibet.
Yeah, well, let's
No.
take a look at him. So, as we expected, Tibet forced into the Allies, and we find out they're working on rocket projects. The Grand Wizard's pissed.
The Grand Wizard is pissed.
What do they got? Have they even got a unit?
Yeah, they got some up north where they shouldn't be. They saw me stacking. So.
Well, they're peaceful. They're trying to really be pacifist.
Not now, they're not.
They were more afraid of fucking, what is it, Japanese Raj.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll also, in a couple days, be able to go into Iran.
Taking Long Island.
Iran.
I wonder why they
seeing
call it
what I
Long
can get
Island.
away
Is it
with
a
here.
Long Island?
Well,
It
yeah,
takes a long
exactly.
time to get there.
No, it is literally a Long Island.
Whereabouts is it?
Off New York, the peninsula.
Long Island. I guess the whole thing's a Long Island, isn't it?
I guess.
Basically.
I think you're worrying about the wrong things here, Brody. We are at war.
No. Well, yeah, not for another couple of days. I'm not.
Alright, so what? We got Siam fighting China.
The beast that is Russia is really starting to scare me with its estimates. Have a squeeze.
fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be the big one. That's gonna be the big one.
They're not involved, but they're not rocking shit. I'm seeing T-34 divisions, medium tanks moving across the fronts. And I don't have anti-tank divisions deployed, I'm pretty certain. Which is not good, because I am going to need to really guard against them. Now, Sturm Tiger divisions, on the other hand, when is he ready? Oh, he's deployed. We insta-deploy him. Sturm Tiger division with heavy tigers will ship west and arrive in America.
Jesus. My crack team of specialists will arrive at their location in 4 days. And, excellent. Alright, boys. Prepare to move into Iran.
Iran.
Yep, linking up the infamous India. We then have a land route. The Japanese ships move off the coast of Sydney. Do we have a naval invasion plan against New Zealand?
Yes, shortly. My units are landing in the... Fucking, what do you call them? I keep forgetting the Caymans.
Or big naval battle at
Okay,
Iwo
New
Jima.
Caledonia.
It's resulting in battleships being sunk both sides.
Holy
Excellent.
shit.
Hold on, New Zealand's got not New Zealand. Fucking Japan's got naval invasions all up midway.
Yeah, I saw those just before. Nuts.
That's a hop, skip, and a jump for Hawaii.
Yeah. How you going, Hawaii?
Hang out.
Going Hawaii. Now I'm focusing on industrial efforts back home. Now that the war's not turning back to us, we can start to just turn all of Europe into our...
German Reich has stopped sending oil. Oh dear. Well, looks like we'll just have to go national Spain.
Oh dear.
See if we can get a fucking sweet little fix there.
Right, out of oil for the most part.
Time to fucking produce another tank regiment, because that I'm producing...
Legion
How many am
Romania?
I making a day?
Enough.
I'm making 10 medium tanks a day.
In Mexico.
Ridiculous.
Well,
How many
hey,
am I
come on.
making? I must be making a fair amount of Panzer IVs a day.
It doesn't matter. I'm making a lot.
5 a day, 5 Panzer IVs. Tigers, we're making fucking 2.79 a day, which is ridiculous.
Who's doctor these?
Sorry, mine again.
I thought we
can't
put them
fucking-
down.
I can't fucking stop these things, and half the time when they're barking like this, I do want to.
Alright, one
She hasn't
day and I'll
barked
be
all
landing-
fucking day. She hasn't barked
Trouble.
all fucking day.
Yeah, and then now they know. Now they know.
It's just dogs.
What are these cunts? Is this the
Real
Expeditionary
dogs.
Force?
How many of them?
Oh, yeah. Where's the rest of you?
Now I'm going to preemptively maybe draw... Yeah, we need Marines. I'm going to draw naval plans. Do we have Marines? Yes.
I've got Marines landing as well.
I'm drawing naval plans from Romania in case Russia goes to war. We can cut them off at maybe Sevastopol or at Kranstor and then push them behind the Caucasus Mountains.
I've been calling it Kranstor.
And that way we have a push on to Stalingrad, maybe to cut off that front there.
I forget the name of it, and it's going to kill me, but there's a guy who always comments in the comments about Simpsons references, and shout out to him for getting them.
Yes.
He's picking them up. Well done.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
news.
Picking them up is an understatement. He's fucking flying with them.
You don't yourself a fuck you.
Am I the only one hearing a bit of lag?
Through Brody? Yeah.
Through me? Oh,
Yeah.
oh dear.
Oh, it's
The fraud band's hit me.
the fraud band's leached out to Brody.
Yep.
Thank God.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tambu. Oh, they're saying estimate. Oh, fuck it. Just go, cover the ground. Gentlemen, you may not be in
Gentlemen, I
position.
give you Britannia.
Seize Iran. Iran, a lot of military factories.
We need it because they're posing a threat to us. Oh, and look, they have oil. Yay.
Yeah. Well,
Who am I?
well, at least we're not isolationists like this fucking Roosevelt character. Almost as bad as Woodrow Wilson, this fucker. He sat back. I don't want to say sat back too late because we blitzed Europe quicker than they had time to really
Oh fuck
get
yeah.
involved. But
Oh, fuck yeah.
I can't believe they immediately declared war, though.
I do. Actually, no.
Well, South
It
Africa, they
took
just
some
fucking
surprise
bang.
on us everywhere. Yeah, I know.
Battle of the Eastern Seaboard. Dwight's trying to hold on to his precious New York. Because I'm not far from Washington, to be completely honest. Once I skip, jump, and hop down, and that's their capital.
You'll see my little fuckboy plans.
Tibet has capitulated. Oh, jeez,
This is
capitulated
great news.
like nothing. Jesus, Squinny. Now we're starting to really border with the Comintern.
Yeah. Well, this is probably a good thing.
Ooh.
So if we spread them wider and we can try and match them, at least then we'll have a bit of advantage to where we can spearhead into different areas and try and make it a quicker war.
Well, you might have to get some mountaineers, especially in Singhang, and honestly, a lot of these parts.
Can I take? I can't take these countries because they're backed by Japan. Can I? What about Afghanistan? Is that our next shoot? Yep. We'll take Child Prince there.
Yep. Yeah,
The child prince, the fresh prince of the oil
Kabul.
fields.
The fresh king of Kabul. We'll mark him
Fresh
down.
king.
Then
He's
we
gonna
can
wear it.
honestly focus on Hungary and Switzerland, even though Hungary is basically begging to be in the Axis.
I'm just getting some organisation here, Tommy, and then the push for Washington begins with the Southern Italian Front, hopefully drawing forces.
Yep. So
Keep going.
don't spread it too wide because I'm waiting for.
No, I've only got a
reinforcements to
tiny
get in.
little.
Yep.
It's
The
going
race is on.
Go.
Which is ridiculous. I can't believe we're fighting America. And so effectively, I was lucky to preemptively send a shitload of units to Canada.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
I think that's what undid them. When they're like, oh fuck, they're lining troops in Canada. You know.
Yeah, it's like, alright. It's
Zoom
gotten
out and
too
look at the
real.
zombie bite marks that I've taken out of fucking the United States. It's concerning.
Oh,
It is concerning. Now,
it's
if
exciting.
You know what's weird?
Columbus.
JFK won't die.
No.
Well. most
Well,
likely.
probably
Yeah,
actually served in the
Well.
Second World War.
yeah, you know what?
Well,
That was probably him on the Canadian border.
Oh, I think he was actually in the Navy, so...
Oh, that was him in the ocean.
Yeah, he's not
Wherever he
going
was.
to be good regardless of where he is.
No.
Beating their brains in and filling out lines. I'm starting to push beyond the state of Michigan and into Ohio/Indiana. Even looking towards Illinois and Chicago. State of Wisconsin, they're sending armor.
Boys.
Nebraska, all these states, Kansas, Colorado, so perfectly square, and then they fuck it in the top left with a river.
It's like, what are you doing? Oh, you know what I mean? Oh dear.
Gentlemen, I apologize, my phone is going.
Iran joined the Allies. I don't want to say it's weird, but like the idea of it is weird.
Yeah. Well, they've got no choice. Any
Excellent.
country that sees us coming should just fucking run for the hills.
Right, Liberia.
Do your worst. But we are the United States of America.
The United States of the Congo.
You're not going to believe it. They're going to get into that zone before you. Liberia are going to take Italian ground.
I'll take one.
What, and
They've got
leave the
one military
capital?
unit.
Those brave men. We're fighting for the city of Tehran. Romanian tanks. Spanish and... Oh, it's a fucking nightmare.
It's a fucking nightmare. You are right.
You
are not wrong.
You are right. Why is there a Canadian cavalry unit walking around in Africa?
Oh, he's been going around for a while. I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to know.
What?
Yeah, they've got no state to declare war on. It's just some stray unit. But my question is, he's not getting supplied? Like, you know...
Like, who's paying for this?
Yeah, how are these men living? I'm liking it.
Is it really living?
No.
Well, that ain't living. They've left the city of Buffalo.
Oh dear God! It's just leaving lines. Like, we're gonna get to Texas and they're gonna have like this fucking solid iron wall. It's just gonna get fucking
the Alamo.
I can put units in that airspace.
the Alamo, and
Yeah.
it will be like the Alamo as well.
Is that
Jesus.
United States divisions fighting alongside? I want to clear the eastern seaboard in the state of New England. I want to start pushing inland so that the ports at New York aren't contested. They're just...
Yeah, have a look at my battle plan. You can see like my battle plan pushes in a fair bit and then comes back down to Washington.
Yep.
Sort of takes a fair bit of ground off them.
Just rolling off Dwight's men. Oh no, they do have units in Buffalo. The tank division just got there, but they're unorganized, so the paratroopers will just roll in. These heavy
Right,
tank divisions.
Put all these
are...
British fucking bombers and shit over America.
America.
America. I want to go to America.
New tanks are going to be arriving not in Canada, but in Boston.
Oof. Imagine that just...
Yeah. Like, they fought the British in Boston during the Revolution. No.
Now fight the German.
Yeah.
Sejam.
New York, hopefully the next super heavy tanks will be able to roll into when they depart. In
Tommy,
like
we
2
are
weeks.
officially hitting already retired lines, and they just can't keep up.
Well, I'm rolling over them in... I'm going to take Cleveland here.
Well, look at Philadelphia. You're about to fucking push in there any second.
Yep.
There's a bit of return movement, but it's not fucking
as
helping.
much return as they can.
Oh, the fight for Tehran is on, buddy.
Yeah, I just told everyone to just fuck them up. Brought Mountaineers in, brought everyone in.
Making an assault on the west. I'm trying to push them out of New England. That can be the first official American
Say
claimed
no to me.
state, apart from Michigan, which we basically own.
Especially in Michigan. Not less than a day. Everyone's getting their little dicks wet in there.
Oh, they've got a pocket on me, but my super heavy tanks I don't think should be phased. Especially in such a state.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there we go. They're moving out. Oh,
And
excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, you all are seeing it.
Wow.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for pausing so frequently. I'd hate to do that to you.
Oh. All right. Let's turn our eyes. Oh, they're all fucking. Independence is guaranteed by the United States.
Yeah, be careful on those. Actually, don't be careful. We're at war with them anyway.
Yeah, we're in war with them. That's
Just in case, we just don't want all of them at once to join the.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
And
We
we're
want to
walking
kind of
into the
isolate
state
because
of
Venezuela. It would have been weird if Venezuela joined our faction because they wanted to.
Yeah.
That is weird.
Oh, we want South America.
Can I come too? Like, no.
Yeah, can I
Fuck,
come to?
Can't.
They're isolating and smashing my pocket at Columbus, but they're running into heavy tigers, so it's not really working in open plains.
Occupy the town of Tehran.
We'll push for Cleveland following. They held Buffalo with a resistance. They're holding well, these Americans, actually. They're starting to find the front.
Why? I expect them
feet.
to, really.
Now, shipping. I'm starting to ship planes over to America. And I'm talking a fucking lot of planes.
Good.
We don't need bombers in Tripoli.
Now we've got Philadelphia, that's good. We will have to fight this river battle, but hopefully I can come up
I'm
behind
going
and
to
give them the
start
old...
smashing the west coast with bombers. Try and just derail the LA infrastructure, stop them from sending more boats to Japan.
Look, I've just moved a shitload of stuff into Michigan. Or next to Detroit.
Yep. Next to
Sounds
Detroit?
Next to Detroit, there is a airfield, and I filled that up.
Next to Detroit!
Excellent. Next stop, back to Winnipeg. Continuing to push, press, and thrust into American cities. They can't be happy. Philadelphia's fallen. And the run for Baltimore/Washington begins.
Would you be happy? Fuck. And
Oh, those
no.
are Japanese planes possibly over...
Liberia has
yeah.
capitulated. This is great news.
Yeah, Japanese planes over the east coast.
Mm-hmm.
My tanks are crossing this plain like no other.
Let's put my
There's
phone on
mountains, I
charge,
should
sorry,
say.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm seeing Mitchells fly over. The Americans are sending their air support, and that's probably their biggest asset. They know exactly where we are. The problem with it is their organization's a bit too low, but now they're starting to form a front, and they're actually fighting a pretty tough resistance here. I'm not gonna lie. They you know, they're all too familiar with how to fight on their homeland.
Ideally, we don't want a land war here. We don't want to be taking the whole thing. We just want to take the fucking... We just want to capitulate. I don't want to be sitting in fucking Colorado with you.
No.
Or fucking Kansas, you know what I mean? Like, if we're in there, we got...
If we
fucking
could capulate them by the end of the year, or even in 42, I mean, that's ridiculous. We're winning this. I mean, credit to them, they're starting to form a formidable thing, but I think it's too late. They've seeped in Michigan, and they've seeped in New England, and it's just too much space for us.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm going to send rogue troops to try and cut the country in half.
Yep.
I'm not even joking. Like, I'm sending
No. Fuck it.
entire units down.
Like, Jamaica to fucking Florida. Let's do it.
Yep. The fight for Washington is on. We've taken Baltimore. I'll wait for the rest of the Italian forces to come. And then we've got ourselves a reader. They've once again abandoned Buffalo. They'll obviously be back, but let's see if they get there in time. Another 2 heavy tanks leaving from Cherbourg. They'll comfortably land in New York. Oh, they could even technically land in Baltimore. But it's alright.
Oh yeah. I don't know whether to go through on the naval invasion to the south of Washington. If I'll just leave it there just in case we don't take it, or if it's a prolonged battle.
Yeah.
I assume they wouldn't want to lose the capital.
Well, what becomes the capital after? What is the...
I'd assume maybe either not Austin, maybe what was big?
Maybe LA? Oh, San Francisco's not that big actually.
No.
Texas, no.
I want maybe Miami. No, probably Los Angeles. I want to say.
Yeah,
because that's the second biggest harbor.
Yeah, it'd have to be actually. It's
the
biggest. It's the next biggest state.
Yeah.
With only 6 million. It's just crazy how the population scale as the years.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep continuing this battle plan because it gives us a nice solid line down the coast so we don't get cut off.
Yep.
Oh boy.
I'm pushing them over the Hudson River. I believe that the New York River there's the Hudson, so if we can push them over that, that basically secures me the state of New England, because then they can't get back over that really. I don't imagine. I won't give it up. They've retreated out of those hills in New York State.
Iran should capitulate any second as well. Like, and by any second, I literally mean like.
Now I've got bunker infrastructure along the western front of America, so that they can't push up and try and link Alaska. It is redonkulous.
What the fuck? A deficit of 225 infantry equipment per day. I'm not even fighting anywhere.
I'm a deficit of 300, but when you're making
Jeez,
400...
I'm a deficit of 560.
I've got 422,000 in storage. Somehow I'm still in surplus of super heavy tanks and heavy tanks. 1.5 a day. I mean, plus all that's... So not cool.
I mean,
well.
I could think of worse things.
Alright, strategic bombers. The Doe 19... Iran is capitulated, actually.
By Iran.
That is ridiculous. Oh, wow. Iran's capitulated. Cool. Hey, do you guys... I'm getting...
Yeah, cool. We just killed like 24,000 people. Whatever.
All my strategic bombers are going to be flying over the states, the east coast of America, and trying to just fuck that infrastructure so that we're just
my bombers are doing the same. Yep. My bombers have joined you.
Roger that. I'm going to start to deploy air wings now. Close air support standing by.
Alright. I've added to that airfield in the east coast.
Oh dear, we are in very poor supply here in the north. Let's change that.
Kill them up, shoot them, boys.
Construction, infrastructure. Let's make some bit more infrastructure through.
They're pushing back over the Hudson. Trying to. That being said, we're jamming on the north with airfields
We're
targeted.
jamming. Lovely.
Planes targeted. It's not a nice spot for them to be in right now.
It's not a lovely spot for Jerry, is it?
2,000 planes locations available at this one, so I'm going balls deep, and I'm going to deploy all the shitty planes that we got, that I confiscated.
Yeah,
from
mine are all over.
Gladiators, Fokkers, Asajs. I got all these weird planes, and then I'm going to throw in throw the fighter wing in first. Tactical bombers, no, not just yet. We got Whitley into war bombers. Ju-87, 700 of them. Fighter wing as well. I've got a partisan fighter wing filled with, oh god, the air battles are getting ridiculous. They're actually putting up such big numbers. Imagine what German fighters over America would have looked like.
Frankly, I don't want to know. Alright, the pocket's pretty clear for you to walk into Washington. We've sort of like held up their whole force that was
fucking
put
airfields back here, Tom, to sustain our air force.
Yeah, actually, I've got civilian factories freeing up more and more every day.
Because half of them I can't use.
Yeah, that's alright. I'll start to upgrade.
For some reason, I'm not sure. But the Japanese Raj have got planes in St. Lawrence near Montreal for you.
I'm going for a major one in the state of Alberta, Canada, because that thing's airspace connects onto Central and West. Which I found out as well. Although, you know, you can fly to a state, the bigger the state, like it has deficits for how big this state is, which is a really cool feature. So it's not just like, you know, oh, gentlemen.
Saying 2 days for Washington.
Well, actually, on top of that, for civilian factories, rocket sites are going to start to be built up north.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
my atomic research is not far off completion either.
Yeah, I've done atomic.
Real early nukes, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm going for nuclear bombs as quick as we can because that is.
You know what we're going to need it for? Russia.
Yeah.
America might not make it in time, but Russia, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, it's going swimmingly in America. I mean, Washington's about to fall, really. They're rolling back. They are rolling, and I mean that in all good taste. It's trying to cut them off at that pocket east of New York. New York.
Don't be yawning on us, Squinny.
I mean, don't be yawning. I'm a big man. I'm a tired man.
I'm a cool guy.
I get a little tired when I get a little bourbon in me.
Little sugar. West side. We're pushing in. I'm just trying to see how far these Americans.
Boys, I want to take on Switzerland.
Alright, Washington's about to fall.
So do I.
So do I.
Boys, this will be it.
A Spanish expeditionary force has landed in America for you.
Excellent. Yeah, less than a day, they're saying. Yep. They're rolling out of Washington. We've moved in. We've taken the city. Oh, God. Where's their capital? Oh,
where's the capital?
It's LA. Yeah, it's California. It's LA.
Cross country.
Now we turn Mexico fascist. We get them in with us and get them hitting the United. Why didn't we do this earlier?
Well, they've got 4 to 7 units. They're actually not wound up at all.
At all.
At all.
As if you see what's happening in Europe and just go.
No. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Fighting in the area of Washington, D.C. came to an end today when the last pockets of resistance in the city were eliminated by German forces advancing along the Potomac. A dense layer of smoke hung over the city, and at least some of it reportedly come from OSS agents who were burning sensitive documents up until the very last moment. A Waffen-SS detachment secured the White House after a brief firefight with members of the US Secret Service, but it is believed that the president was safely evacuated several days ago. The fall of the American capital illustrates the terrible might of the German war machine. Another victory for the fatherland. Imagine that. Imagine that. There's that great
Secret Service with fucking pistols.
There's that great image of propaganda of that the Germans made of this giant American beast, and it's like this robot thing stamping on things, and it's wearing a Ku Klux Klan fucking hood. It's got like P-47s on an arm, and it's like got dollar signs and cap it. Like, it's really weird that the Germans tried to play them off as some sort of...
Well, I think that story you told me about, it was so interesting. The story about the Germans finding that massive amount of counterfeit German British
pounds. Yeah, they tried to forge their currency. They were going to just drop in millions of dollars into London and hyperinflate them to the point where they'd have to basically... I
just think that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you can't really get away with it in the digital economy because the banks would just be too on. It'd be like that. It'd be off and on. You know, I don't know how you'd pull off such a. But yeah, that's fucked.
It's weird. Alrighty.
You know, I was reading today. I was at work and I was doing a Wikipedia binge. And Japan actually, in the League of Nations and in between that sort of stuff, signed a racial equality act, and basically they said to the, they didn't expel the Jews from China or anything, but Australia's Prime Minister Billy Hughes at the time strongly opposed the racial discrimination clause, or the equality clause, saying 90% of Australians don't support this. I was like, oh. Bit of a weird man. I was Wikipediaing Billy Hughes. What a strange man. Rugby league advocate.
That is weird.
He was a strange prime minister.
I guess that's 19. That's
1911.
That's 30s. That's 30s Australia, really.
No, sorry, he was World War One.
I
was looking back at it. Because what do you have now? Curtin, I'm pretty sure.
Oh!
Not anymore.
Oh!
Curtin's been killed.
Boys, we are filled with Fiat rocket artillery, just putting that out there.
Rocket Fiats?
Rocket Fiats are full.
Oh, yes.
So the production is then getting shifted now to the medium tanks. Exquintilente, if you would.
Oh, please don't.
No, exquintilente.
No, don't.
Mm-hmm. No. Well, we're pushing into the state of Montana.
Montana.
Not really. I'm just pushing around, trying to just get land on them. Just seeing what I can get away with, really, with these aggressive American countermeasures. It's not easy. I mean, they're holding, they're losing key parts, but they haven't formed their front line properly yet.
Fuck, I forgot how cool it is when you go into your actual navies and you can read the reports of which ship helped sink what enemy ship and where.
Every ship has, like, a story. It's fucking awesome. None of my navy does because it's barely done any fighting. Oh no.
But I can just have a look at
the HMS Romulus.
Romulus.
I love it because everything in this game is documented. So you can find, like, the battles that decisively... And now that they've got all this info on fronts as well.
And it says how many service manpower are on it. So I've got 6,000 people on this destroyer.
So if you've got fronts open, I can go back to as far as the Eastern Front. I can see when we were fighting... Oh, that's Sweden. But it shows me the battle reports, manpower, armoured, air, others, how long it lasted.
Wow.
Whether we were defending, whether we were entrenched. It's just cool that we get all the decisive information.
That is fucking cool.
But I do love that naval one. Like, an infamous ship that might have had it in for you, and you can go and fight.
Yeah, well, I remember in one of our other campaigns, it's like one of our submarines that survived, like, how many, like, attacks and waves where, like, 50 were lost each attack, but, like, one survived. And it was, like, assisted and sunk so many, like German subs and shit. It was awesome.
I'll align along Afghan's west border as well, and then we can start to maybe we get involved with China.
It's a big call
because they're not part of the Comintern.
Yeah. What's their military power looking like? I haven't actually had a look.
That's
Between 141 to
strong.
200.
The thing is, we have Suez. I could start pumping shit down to Suez. I could just meet us in the fucking state of Madras, Bangalore. Oh, even further east, actually. We could start getting into East Bengal.
I'm just stacking on the Russian border. For now.
Yeah, yep.
Just matching them toe for toe.
Well,
They're there.
There's actually not that much on the south. It's all infantry and mechanized by the look of it. Mountaineers and stuff. They haven't actually prepared this southern border. Well, they haven't done it yet. Which is good, because that means they have to pull stuff off other fronts, produce it. Look, there's actually men... Yeah, alright. Yeah, fair enough.
Wharf and S divisions now will push back over the Hudson the way God intended us to.
You're damn right.
Do you want me to start the push on the east? You tell me when you're good to start the push.
Just wait until these north siders come down. There's freeing up a bit of space.
No, yeah, as I said, when you've got it, you tell me, and we'll go.
Because if I could take Pittsburgh... Actually, I don't want us to push in. I want you to push out of Washington and we both meet at Pittsburgh from Cleveland. We could then have just a huge pocket.
Yep.
That could
I'm all
almost...
for that.
That could almost
But we,
con the Americans into a
we do need to
surrender
take
from
Norfolk,
losses.
though, because that's their biggest naval port on the east coast.
Let's have a look.
It's like,
We've lost
it's where they
130.
carry
They've
stock.
lost 72,000 and are 46% towards capitulation. So
Yeah, they're not doing
lost-
great, eh?
You know, they've lost some key cities.
Mm.
Now, the invasion of New Zealand, draw her up.
Oh, yes.
That devil state's been allowed to exist for too long.
Let me just,
Which place?
New Zealand.
Yeah.
Or dare I call it, Jew Zealand! And
Which it will be called in this.
And the Zionist pigs that live there.
I am ready to march ship over there when Woody lands.
Shit, I hope we you know what? If anyone wants to get offended by us and thinks that we are Nazis, please give us the PewDiePie style coverage where we get millions and upon millions of views.
Yeah.
Although I'm
And
not
send us a
an
message. We love it.
Yeah, I'm not an anti-Semite, but
I mean, I'd back it.
yeah, the
Jesus.
Fourth Reich Australian movement. Everyone get it? No, I'm fucking with you. Don't support that sort of bullshit. Death to these far right.
I'm going to be landing
Freaks.
at Auckland. It's just the closest.
Yep.
Squinny, I'll also need a navy down here to guard.
Where?
Just in the sectors for New Zealand.
New Zealand?
For the naval invasion.
Roger. I'll send my navy that I've been accumulating this entire game.
Accumulating?
Accumulating.
But I know you're
Coming.
assigned to this.
Lock
I'm
it in
sure
there.
there is
I'm
no
sure
divisions,
there is.
Euro transports.
The
It's in
SS
the-
Schutzwaffe.
Selected units. Research more transport
Alright,
technology.
I've landed
increase
in
naval
Boston,
capacity.
Tommy. I'm here to fucking crack skulls, Spanish style.
Kick ass and take names, Squinny. I like it.
Good.
It turns out
Oh,
I
they
need...
have caught some of your fleets. They've sunk convoys. A big.
Oh, what do they
navy.
sell? Oh, they no, it's fine.
It's alright. I'm sending fucking.
That's a.
I'm sending my
They got
German
what
Reich
stuff.
flotilla with my best admiral.
That's a massive. That's a
with my
massive
best
navy there.
admiral there.
That's a massive navy right there.
We just
Right
need
off
to.
the coast.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and fight it. We need to just guard the mid-Atlantic. I don't want to be losing.
Right, 42 days
like
for the invasion of New Zealand.
Well, we could commit our entire navy accumulated up.
Now, also, Afghanistan I've also justified, so whenever we want to push in there,
Well, we're melting those countries. Like we're fighting them without even fucking. I'd say just
We're
wait
fighting
until
them
wait until I've got a tank on the border, and then we'll just roll a tank division through.
I've got multiple tank divisions there if you want. Like, I'll just...
Yeah, I've got.
I'm stacked on the other side of Afghanistan to push right into Kabul.
Yeah.
Yeah, you big boy. I see it. Motorized divisions too. And Kashmir is owned by fucking these new Mongol empires.
Yeah, otherwise they would have been dead under
Yeah.
the fucking Spanish boot long time ago.
Japanese Raj, what a fucking
Oh,
insult.
Jesus.
Like, Japan doesn't deserve any of that. Oh. Japan intercepting Chinese convoys off its north coast. It would appear that China is starting to win that war.
Hmm. Where do we check? We can check the
Yeah.
deaths.
They're saying it's 50-50. China's lost a fuckload, but Japan's almost matched it with how much advanced shit they've lost.
Hmm.
You can't really... I mean, no one's in a good state, but... You know, you can't be losing those sort of units. Not only that, they lost all of that with nothing to show for it. Like, there's no front they can show, there's no capitals they can show because of it. Germany, just so I limit the amount of pockets we have to hold against these American pig dogs.
Alright, so am I drawing up this new battle plan to Pittsburgh?
It's
Alright.
just going to be a direct push. Hopefully then we can just isolate everything in the north. Air support's starting to really get in our favour on the west coast and east. We don't have anything over the central. It's the end of days.
I'll get into position. I'll literally be spearhead here. I'll condense up a bit and just...
Yeah. If we catch that pocket in Pennsylvania and New York, could be roughly 15 divisions stuck in there.
Yeah, I'm just gone, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like not coming
Oh.
back. What, like not on the same flight or? Right, I'm freeing up by
like
attacking
we're talking
Syria.
Malaysian Airlines.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed.
Speaking
Terrible
of plane
stuff.
crashes,
Tragic.
let's have a look at the aerial statistics over the east and west.
Me? What?
Our fighters lost 120. Their fighters lost 113. They've lost 19 bombers. We've lost 0. We've lost 76 support. A little different in... They've just started to fight back in the west coast. See, I don't get air battles. I feel that they're more a battle of technology and production versus skill. Because
Well,
it's like,
I feel.
you just pump them out, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, I mean, yeah. There's no real. It's just like if I have this many, put it there, should win. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Got a weird one. Anyone in surplus of medium by like maybe 300 or 400?
Medium tank.
Medium
Yeah.
what?
Medium.
Oh, yeah, I got 1.8 thousand pounds of fours, and that's...
I can give you like 150, buddy.
Yeah, if that's alright.
I'll get
just
you
as
the
a-
rest of the Panzer 3s. 400 and... How many we got?
Yep, Panzer 3s I'll take.
435. And then I'll send as well some Panzer 4s.
150 once.
600 Panzer 4s.
Everyone good on convoys? Everyone's good on convoys?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, this is the most effective fucking fight I've ever had in this game. I've never had
Thank you,
this
boys.
such surplus.
Change it to once as well, boys.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
did
I did.
I'll lend the modifier.
You just offered to fucking the deal of the century.
Yeah. To the end of time. Sold.
Sold.
Yes.
And also, Brody, I've got the special to just for you. Some magic beans.
Sold.
Ooh.
Right, now when we're meeting in this Pittsburgh line, I want us to push them off that airport west of Washington. We've got to
Yeah.
take their important sectors.
Yeah, no, I'm all for
They're
it.
starting to form a formidable front around the state of Michigan. I'm waiting for their counterattack. Whether we'll get it, I don't quite know. Maybe? I'm unsure.
Right. The lines are going in.
Excellent. Blitzkrieg has just been researched. Fuck Fuck me.
Oh, yeah. I've finished that one because it just gives so many bonuses. It's insane.
Yeah, planning speed 20%. I mean,
I've got some good mountaineer units down here. Tell me where the fucking mountains are. Oh, good.
excellent.
Oh yeah, look, they're freaking out. They're coming south. Look, they want to get out of Dodge.
Yep.
If it comes down to it, I'll hold them up and you just push through. I'll
Yeah,
send just
because
like one
that
unit straight
pocket's
across.
looking to close here. If you can get the mountaineers, they're going out of the fucking forest there. We've pushed well over the Hudson.
Yeah, oh fuck. You even got a unit isolated south of Washington.
South of Washington. Yeah, exactly. Like they're stuck.
Them? Fuck, like they're getting like fucking tugboats pulling out, a quarter of the supplies they need. Nowhere near what I
Doing the
want.
fucking
Tugboats.
That's a
merchant
movie we
ships.
have to see in cinemas by the fucking
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Dunkirk.
Yeah,
You kidding
Oh
yourself?
shit! Yeah.
Yeah. You kidding
If
yourself?
that gives any reference. It'll probably. This will probably come out maybe a couple months before it comes out. A few.
Yeah, I don't. I'm very excited for that movie.
Who knows?
Hope it's not a flop. Because I've had a bittersweet taste of some movies like Passengers. Remember, we get so hyped for that, and then it just, still haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge, which we fucking made a silly mistake by not prioritizing that. Because I've heard nothing but like 10 from that movie.
Yeah. I can't believe we didn't. What did we do? We went and watched Rogue One and went, no, that's enough for the next couple of months.
It was very nice seeing Rogue One in cinemas, just quietly. I really did enjoy
On
the
CG face.
getting a fucking a max popcorn sized drink.
Who?
You.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the size of a large popcorn, but it was a fucking drink. Eastern Seaboard, we've engaged their main navy. Karl Donitz against Raymond
Donahue.
Ace Brunons. We're up against Karl Donitz.
Boys, supplies getting a bit choked in Iran. Just watch where your units are.
Nah, right.
Oh, Squin, are you seeing this?
Yeah. Oh. My navy's heading down to New Zealand though.
Oh, that's fine. Apparently, I've got it all over him. That's without another 3 battleships in. We got 30 subs shown and 30 subs unshown.
Yeah. I also got my navy up there if you need me to pop up.
All good. I'm just testing what these Americans are made of.
Their fighters are taking down your naval bombers.
Oh fuck, their navy's width has really come in. It's a win for me though, because I took out a few planes for one convoy, they're saying.
I'm on search and destroy on the eastern seaboard, specifically.
Yeah.
Aye aye, Captain.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
ICBMs launched.
Yeah. A do up, oop dop a dop, a do up, a ooby dop a dop, a do up. Alright, keep pushing west of Baltimore, the Washington line.
Yep.
We're going to catch 2 armoured battalions and mechanized, 3 infantry. 3 infantry and maybe some unknown.
They're just following like a line to make it thick, but
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll just close it up annually.
If I must.
I've
We're
got
giving
that.
it to them here just north of Washington. That they don't want to give up that airfield.
No. Because I think they realise that's their last key airfield, probably in terms of... I don't know. Let me have a check at what the infrastructure on that one is.
It's not too good. It's slightly damaged.
No, but
But they want
it's a 6 out of 10 airfield, which is
Oh,
probably one of their furthest for a while. There's none in Ohio. There's barely any in Michigan. There's no way they were thinking we were going to push down to Kentucky, Tennessee, Carolina.
Jesus. Look,
Like
there's fuck all airfields.
Yeah, there's no way they could have anticipated such a push.
No, they'd be building them now though. Makeshift ones at least.
Yeah, no, for sure. Big ass dirt things. They're just trying to get planes in the sky. Probably all states.
Just
will
in the
have it.
north of this pocket, they're making some crazy plays at us.
Yep.
I'm flogging them, but it's not going well.
Alright, I'm gonna start jamming down.
Yeah, they're trying to get out. Now's the time to squeeze.
All your navies engaged there, Biggie. I'm gonna try and get mine involved.
Oh shit!
Yeah, mine's
Very nice.
backing you now. Oh, it's gonna be the naval engagement of the century. It's the biggest I've seen. Karl Donitz has taken over.
They've got no commander of the navy, which pisses me off. That's
Yeah,
given.
no admiral. Yeah, fuck, prick.
The USS California's here. Well, it's been nearly sinking for her.
They've got basically a lot of their big boppers on the line here.
USS Canberra's here. USS Pittsburgh, rest in peace.
USS Arizona.
Well, not just that, they're carriers. Those things, there's carrier 2s in there. They've already
sunk
lost
a heavy cruiser.
the
To
Wichita.
planes.
Yeah, Wichita.
Wichita. Sunk by an Arado AR. Isn't that a jet bomber?
We do
I don't
have
think so.
sunk by Arado. Let me have a look. I might have one in storage.
Arado AR 196.
No, I don't have jet bombers, surely. I have Doe 19s, which will fly. Central USA, you're going to get bombed in the infrastructure.
The Butte.
Yep, once what that line forms, the state of Ohio, Michigan, and Pennsylvania should hopefully meet up. We'll have a unified
All right, here
front.
comes the engagement. We're facing each other now. We've outnumbered them. The German forces have come to outflank them. The
Got
carriers,
65
the carriers
subs
are
up the
hurt.
sleeve.
Carriers are really hurt right now. They've taken damage. The Pennsylvania's received 2 critical hits from naval bombers.
From what? It's
So
just
is
naval
the
bombers.
USS
Yeah.
Canberra.
Oh, it's because I've got naval bombers in the air there. I've got
Yeah.
Arado AR 196s there.
Yeah, your Arado took down the heavy cruiser.
They got hits on a destroyer. Okay, their
Right.
battle cruisers are opening up on your cruiser lines. Our subs have just come into sight. We're getting
I'm
their
opening up on
destroyers.
theirs.
Yep. Well, big air force bonus here. Yep, it's coming in. Destroyer down. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. A second destroyer has sunk. It's night. Carrier traffic's going down because of the... I don't know what their policy on night missions would be. They've lost another cruiser,
Oh.
the USS Canberra and the
this
USS
can't be
Phoenix. The USS Dale, Hull, Clark, and McDougall.
These are all sinking. A lot of them are sinking. Those cruisers are sinking by Arados, by the way. Everything
Yeah.
else is my ships.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of damage is coming by.
We need to put more naval bombers in the ocean here.
It's working. That's because
Oh,
after we
fuck it.
took
And
England
you
off-
might want to get fighters in here as well at some stage
yeah
to combat
just
their
so-
naval bombers
just to
and their
combat-
fighters.
Just so we got.
Oh, yeah,
guaranteed.
take them.
We're losing
They're-
a
they're not
fuckload of destroyers, but you know we're
Oh,
taking
I'm
out
making like
capital
2 a
liners.
month. It's
Yeah.
it's quite. I'm making 2 a month. It's not that much. Plus, I've got another armada that'll come over later.
Well, they've lost the same amount of destroyers and then all the capital ships. You can't lose capital ships because you can make those destroyers, like you say, 2 a month. It takes years to build cruisers, carriers, battleships, you know? Years.
I'm approaching my heavy cruisers are approaching their light cruisers. No, sorry, my battleships are approaching their heavy
Our
cruisers.
big boys are smashing them up the top. I'm
Oh,
waiting for
they-
all
they
our
lost
subs
more
to
light
get
cruisers.
involved because I've got nearly 40, 60,
Okay, it's coming
70,
morning.
80,
It's coming morning.
90 subs. Yeah, morning. Bombers are back. We're starting to sink them in the masses.
Look, the heavy cruisers. I mean,
Approaching,
the
they're beyond the
battle
5K
cruisers are
range.
taking a lot of their organizations low, or they've sunk a. What have they sunk? They sunk Augustus, light cruiser.
Receive 1 critical hit. Well, the USS Orleans is trying to disengage,
I'll fucking try.
as are the rest of them. It's too fascinating not to watch. We lost our
Like,
first
if we sink
cruiser.
this is the eastern, like that. I bet that's our whole navy at this stage.
It'll be a big part of it, yeah. It was
All right, the
certainly-
pockets closed, Tommy.
Pockets closed, focusing. Pocket is
Do you,
closed.
want me to secure the pocket, or do you want me to secure the southern border?
Secure the southern border so we have a strong presence there. I've got heavy armor there.
let me just-
Particularly
do that.
west of Pittsburgh, they're pushing in an attempt to derail me. What I'll do is I'll make an assault on their left side states.
Yeah, I'll take the right hand side here. Make a strong fortitude line.
Ooh.
How's that naval
Yeah,
battle
I was
going?
just
Just
following
check
up.
back there. Oh Jesus,
They're
we're
getting
flying
fucked
them
up. They've
now.
got critical hits on their big battle cruisers. And
The
now
subs
that
are
they've lost
doing
all
well.
their... Think about it. Where are they going to repair with... I don't know what they'd have in terms of...
Oh, Norfolk.
North.
That's their big repair station.
Mhm.
That's where traditionally all the carriers were made.
Whereabouts
They've
is
lost
that?
6. They've lost just to the south. That's one I was going to go for before. It's just to the south of Washington.
Oh, it is
That-
too, yeah. 10 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Traditionally,
then
that's
the
where
next
everyone-
after that is Florida, and then... Geez, on the east coast, there's not too many left, is there? No.
They're all
Certainly
going
not.
down.
Pittsburgh. We're closing the pocket.
Yeah, Goose is in.
And the goose is in. And I think we'll finish the episode upon completion of the pocket closation. As we
Yep.
continue to see, oh geez, the naval battle, they have completely lost it. The critical hits are starting to...
Look how dead everything is.
We're disengaging, but the bombers and our subs have just kicked into gear. Yep, battle cruiser USS Alaska down. Wichita, Balmore, Canberra, Minneapolis. The Ascari, the Astoria, and the New
If we can take down
Orleans.
their carriers, that will be the win.
Yep, the Pennsylvania just sunk. We beat them in the air and it's done. The eastern seaboard.
Oh, the submarines are now doing the fucking thing. Look at them.
And my commander has 20% to submarine attack.
There it goes.
benefits.
There it goes. The last one. Oh, come on. Surely it's at 18%.
2 critical hits. He can't. Surely he can't. The USS
It's shut
Guam.
down.
Another carrier's gotten involved. They're sending more to this. Yep, USS Nevada and Pennsylvania down. It's the USS Guam that stands.
And I've got a shit ton of strong heavy cruisers and fucking battleships that are coming in now.
Well, our
so this is
southerly's just too strong for them.
Oh,
How do they fight that? You know, these subs just smacking you.
Look at their planes. There's no fucking planes left.
No, there's certainly not. It is coming night, so they're not going to be
Oh,
flying.
there we
anyway.
go. Another heavy cruiser down. It's just their battleships and a battle cruiser to go, and the carriers.
We're
Oh, hang on, they're bringing
closing-
destroyers in.
Closing on that pocket quicker than you can say I.
Oh, hang on, they took Washington back. What the fuck happened there?
What?
Oh, I completely don't know, but
Oh,
these
that's
heavy
a-
tanks
that's
from
a fuck up.
Baltimore will move in. Not really. There's a Sturm Tiger division there. Butch, disengage. I'll let the Sturm Tiger
Yep.
do the assault.
Yep.
You'll
Yep.
back it. Yeah, less than a day.
Just Sturm Tigers into Washington. Oh, full naval reports ready.
Oh,
Oh my god.
they've lost 20 planes, 33 naval bombers.
My
It's
God.
too much for what we lost. It's
And
nothing.
look, they're attacking again. They're attacking me again with their fucking carriers and broken battleships.
They're coming after us, trying to get a cheap one. They're not going to.
Mm-mm. I'll have to dock after this, but
Oh, that's
Jesus.
fine. I mean, now
It's
well, you
definitely
can
worth
dock.
it.
look, I've got another battle cruiser and 3 destroyers in Italy already made. I It's not going to take much to replenish the lines, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at the United States when you zoom out. It looks like they've just fucking had a face wound. Like a
More than a face wound.
Yeah,
they
big
cut
bloody
under the
gouge.
eye.
I
Well, I
saw
guess that
this
is a face wound.
horrifying video on Facebook today of a bull goring a man. And like his face was ripped up. Like I'm talking like skull implode. I've never seen. I had to look.
Oh
at it.
Jesus!
I couldn't. I
Yeah.
can't look at that
Why,
shit.
How did they come up on your feed?
You know all the fucking weird pages and shit. It just popped up and I go, that is like I just don't like that. I just don't like to see it.
No.
Little do they
don't
know, horses have seized the port in Alaska. So they can't land there anymore, and there's an air base that I'm coming for. Washington's back, baby. Sturm Tigers will push onto the pocket.
Yep. Oh, we are taking down their... Ooh.
Actually, I'll let
Oh, their carriers are
organization
still
get back.
okay. They've got a couple battleships. They've got... They're with, like, no strength. Our battleships are fine. They're just low in organisation. The heavy cruisers are coming in. It's just overwhelming force. Submarines are making us smaller. They're on the
Oh,
retreat.
Poor pockets. A wild ace pilot appears, Henrik Schneider.
Oh, Henry Schneider, of course, the famous...
He was
Oh,
recently on
wild
a
ace
critical mission over the
is-
eastern seaboard and was instrumental in his promotion. They're publicising him. A hero that the people
Oh,
can rely
Tommy, we're
on.
gonna get some overruns in these pockets.
Yeah, we are. And they're going to be dirty.
Dirty them up real good.
Oh, yeah, look at the left one, Squinny. There's units in there that aren't even fighting. Those tank divisions aren't going to get there in time. Yep. Look at it, that's basically gone.
Once this pocket closes, ladies and gentlemen, when we do come back next episode, we will be taking Afghanistan.
Yep.
That's a thing. I will be
Yes.
And that'll be a
landing a
rollover.
naval invasion to the south of Norfolk. Tommy, you can show them on the old
Yep. Yep.
Allied
I'm
battle
digging
plans.
that.
I've got the whole
I know.
invasion.
You know, on the thing.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm liking that. The fact that we're launching, we're launching attacks from their own states is just
It's quite sad to watch,
yeah,
honestly.
it's ridiculous.
Not really.
Have a look, Squinny. We overrun the west, the east side, the west side. Overrun.
Go on.
Done. Well, we'll just move into those, and then we've linked ourselves officially an American area. Oh, they've lost that naval engagement hard. I can't see the
The
site of
Yanks are just.
the bay.
The carriers have escaped
Yep.
somehow.
Hang on. Look at this. What's the state here? South Dakota and North Dakota. All these and Wyoming. All the units there have got zero organization. Look.
Oh, it's because there's
They're just
low
on the back foot.
infrastructure. They're on the back foot too, because they're all moving. I just pushed up to see how much I could get away with. Because if you look back up to left of the gap that I've put in, there's a whole fortress line getting built stronger
Jesus.
and
Yeah.
stronger.
Goodness. This is my navy. I think it's repairing. Yeah. I'm gonna have to repair the navy.
One's thinking that there's a-
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Alrighty.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as always, it's been a pleasure. Thumbs up, subscribe. It's been an absolute domination here in the United States, and it makes you start to wonder, will Russia even get involved? They see this, they see our units stacked. They're researching the lessons of war. They've got to be thinking about it. And they're probably trying to use their biggest and best scientists to figure out how they could one-hit punch us. But otherwise, we'll catch us next time. This has been a 262 production.